Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ramdas Pandit Bharsad, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidyaprasark Samaj, Nasik. In this video lecture, we are going to study about metal ion indicator. In the complex somatic titration, metal ion indicator is one of the important factor. So in this case, the complexometric titration depends on the precise determination of the endpoint. So whatever the equivalence point, whatever the endpoint in the complexometric titration, so that will be depends on the metal ion indicator. So that the most of the times result achieved by the use of suitable metal ion indicator. So we have to use metal ion indicator for this kind of titration. So general properties of metal ion indicator, you will see what characteristics should we have metal ions indicator. Okay, so general properties are given in that. The first one is when all the metals ion is complexed with EDTA, solution is strongly color. Okay, when the any metal ions with present with the EDTA, so that time that solution having highly color or strongly color. So the color reaction should be specific. So that reaction of the color should be specific. And the next point, that is it has sufficient stability. Otherwise, because of dissociation, sharp color change is not obtained. So this property should be have metal ions indicator. The next property is that is the metal indicator complex should be easily observed. Whatever we are going to use metal indicator, so that should be easily observed when you are using that indicator in the complex somatic titration. So the next one is the indicator must be very sensitive to the metal ion. After the addition of that indicator should be immediately formed with a complex metal. Okay, so like these properties, general properties which should have metal ion indicator. So this kind of complex somatic titration, which kind of metal ion indicator we can use? For example, you will see in that the significant properties of indicator. So in that the first one metal ion indicator, that is solochrome black tea indicator. So we have to see about that indicator. The first one is in an acidic solution, this indicator tends to polymerize and form a reddish brown product. Hence, it cannot be used in titration involving the pH is less than 6.5. So when you will add this solochrome black tea indicator in the complex somatic titration, so that product reddish brown color will form, and which having less than 6.5 pH. The next one is the sulfonic acid group gives up its proton long before the range of 7 to 12, which is most important for the metal ions indicator complexation. So that is the range is important for the metal ion indicator complex formation. And the dissociation of only two hydrogen atoms which are present in phenolic group are taken into consideration, and the indicator can be represented by the formula, that is H2B minus. And the next one, the pK values for these two hydrogen atoms are 6.3 and 11.5 respectively. So like this characteristic should know about the solochrome black tea indicator. In the next one, that is below pH 5.5, the solution of solochrome black is red. Okay, so below the 5.5 pH, that solution color having red, and between the pH 7 to 11 it is blue. Okay, and above 11.5 it is yellowish orange color. So you will see, change the pH, the change will color of that solution by using this indicator. The next one, the pH range 7 to 11 is extremely important as far as detection of metal ion is concerned. So this pH 7.11, it is in blue color. Okay, so that is important for the detection of metal ion concerns. And the next one, to maintain the pH constant by adding the buffer mixture, that is tartarate and ammonia. So this kind of buffer we can use to maintain the pH. Okay, it should be important range, that will be 7 to 11. Next one, that is the back titration is used for the determination of these elements: copper, cobalt, nickel and aluminium. So with the help of back titration we can determine this kind of elements. And the indicator solution is prepared by dissolving 0.2 gram of it in 15 ml of triethanol amine with the addition of 5 ml of absolute ethanol to reduce the viscosity. So in this way you will prepare this kind of indicator. Very simple to preparation of this indicator procedure. Now we have to see about the next type of metal indicator, that is Paton and redox indicator. So in this case it is used in the direct titration of calcium in the presence of magnesium. Okay, now the next one, the color change from wine red to purple or pure blue. Pure blue is observed when calcium ions are titrated with the EDTA at pH value between 12 to 14. So in the back titration, when you are adding the EDTA as a titrant in this kind of titration, so the condition will be basic, that is 12 to 14. So it will be the basic condition. So you will observe that end point of this titration will be red to pure blue. Okay, that is the end point of this titration. This indicator is mixed with the 100 times its weight of sodium sulfate, and 1 gram of the mixture is used in each titration. So we have to take this indicator as mixture with the 100 times its weight of sodium sulfate. And the next one, this indicator is not stable in alkaline solution. Alkaline means you will say it is basic conditions. Now we have to see the next, that is preparation of standard EDTA solution. If you want to use EDTA solution in complex organic titration as a titrant, okay, so we should know the preparation procedure for standard EDTA solution. How we can prepare that standard EDTA solution? So the first of all, we have to remove the moisture content from disodium dihydrogen diamine tetraacetate. So this is the first step. You have to remove the water contained from this substance, and after that you will prepare the saturated solution of 20 gram of salt with the water. You will use distilled water for the prepare the saturated solution of this substance, and after that you will add ethanol till permanent precipitate is obtained. Okay, now after the precipitate, you have to filter it, and filtrate is diluted with the equal volume of the ethanol. Whatever you will get the volume of this filtrate, you have to add that much volume of the ethanol in that filtrate and filter it. Again you have to filter it and wash with the alcohol and diethyl ether. You have to add in that filter paper like this solvent, alcohol and diethyl ether, and you have to dry it in oven at 80 degrees Celsius temperature for the 1 day, that is 24 hours, and make various concentration of this solution. That concentration you will prepare like this, in this way: 0.1 molar, 0.05 molar and 0.01 molar. So you have to prepare like various concentration of this solution. After that you will store it in polythene bottle. Okay, so in this way you will prepare the standard ATS solution and store in polythene bottle.